Hello, everyone. How are we?
Fantastic.
So, we're gonna go around in a circle and we're gonna talk.
They say their name, their favorite color.
Does anybody have a question right off the bat? No pressure. First question of the entire Q&A.
Jason,
Make it
should come as
good.
no surprise that I have a question.
It comes as no surprise. I'm excited to hear it.
So,
This question is for Billy.
so I was just wondering if, for your next Covers with Friends project, if you would ever consider letting your friends cover some of your songs.
Sure,
I
pretty fun.
choose.
Billy?
Tonight's gonna be the night I'm gonna pick one.
All right.
Okay.
I'll dig it.
Thanks,
I have
guys.
suggestions.
Who would you assign? What?
Yeah,
song
what would
you
I
assign?
say? What would I say? Hurry up. Come on. You got this.
You would sing soul.
Okay, done.
Yeah.
It's written in stone.
And you should have Osric sing Hold On Me.
Nice, I like it.
Um,
Got the whole album planned.
She actually doesn't need you.
She may just produce the next album.
At the end of this question, are you going to say, I've actually already done it, and I just wanted to ask if it's okay to put it out? Yeah. No, that's awesome. I love that idea. I love hearing people sing. I love hearing other interpretations of stuff that I've written. It's really fun. That's why I love hearing her sing Good Love. It's so fun to
Oh,
see
totally.
it up on its feet and doing something completely different than what it did when we wrote it. It's awesome.
Yeah.
Good question.
Great job. Way to start it off. Do you guys want to hear about my rock and roll regime? Like what I do to get ready for a show? Okay. So we landed, we got to the place we're staying, and I had a nap. Then I had, yeah, legit. Then I had some yogurt, quickly followed by some Pepto-Bismol. I had some hot water with some lemon, and now I'm having a sucrete. So real rock star attitude over here. So if you want to know what it's like to live that kind of life, you could visit an old folks home.
Left out all the cocaine.
That's why we call her Keith Richards.
I wish I did cocaine. I'm too tired. What else you got?
There's one part of that story she left out, which was when she was eating her yogurt.
We laughed real hard at this.
She decided she wanted to say something to me.
Whatever.
She had just, I was driving, and she was sitting in the passenger seat, and everybody was loading in, and she took a really big bite, and she wanted to say something, and she went. And I'm not kidding, it lasted like 3 minutes. And I was like, B, I'm not going anywhere. You don't have, you just tell me when you're ready.
I just needed the room to hold for the chomping. I just really was worried that you were going to start talking about something else. I don't even remember what I asked you, and it probably wasn't that important, but I didn't want to lose the question. I didn't want you to get lost in another conversation. Our little talks are really important to me. So I force you to not do anything till I'm ready.
Now I feel bad.
There you go. As if you do.
Next question. Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
Really good.
Is this a question for Billy?
Let her speak. Actually, yes. I changed my mind.
Change it right
I
on the
changed
fly.
my mind on the question. It's been 2 years since you sang Green Green Rocky Road for us on Instagram.
Ah.
Would you care to play it for us right now?
Do you know how many songs this man has learned over the last 12
But
hours?
he sang this
I
one.
forgot that one. But I will play it for you soon.
Watch out for it on Instagram in about 6 hours.
Same.
We'll be having some beers. I'll be like, now's the time, Billy. I'll make it happen. Don't worry.
Leave it with me.
Both of you at the same time. Go.
All right, I'll let you go first.
My question is for Billy, Stephen, Jason, Ray, I want all y'all to answer too.
Okay.
When you're up on stage playing, singing, whatever, how much do you improvise when you're playing?
Well, it really depends on where we are in the song. Like a lot of times when we do, say, long train running, we'll tend to end that one and stretch it. And that's when we kind of like to improvise and just kind of open up the song a bit. But up until that point, it's pretty much structured and everybody gets their part. Unless, of course, it's a song where Jason just wants to completely gut the bridge. He's like, not going to the bridge. So that's improvisation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah,
When you're-
typically it's we stick to the script whenever possible until the end.
And I know sometimes you start shoe weights a little different.
Oh yeah, that's true too. That was no one else knew that either.
I was just gonna say, sometimes he doesn't
Yeah, it was a
tell me.
surprise to the band too, as well.
Yeah, sometimes
Yeah, we can tell.
it's not necessarily a choice. It's just my guitar's just arguing with me on stage at that very moment where it's a very sensitive time, and I'm just like, gotta get through it. And I just look at Robin like this. Go ahead and sing. Yeah, so it's
So when that happens, I tend to play a little bit more of a busy part. Yeah.
yeah.
When you're really skilled and you do it differently, you call it improvisation. When sometimes you just forget how to play the song, you also call it improvisation.
Exactly.
So to answer your question, I improvise a lot.
Yeah, you have that's what I was saying. Do you have a lot of experience in improvisation?
In a certain sense, I do.
In the second sense, he does.
Good question.
Gail?
So my question is, if Billy, Steven, and Mike are going to take the opportunity with Rob not being here to step up to lead vocals on some of the songs.
Only because I made them.
Yay!
I'm literally in rehearsal and I'm like, oh my God. I'm so excited for you guys to see the show tonight.
So we'll see.
Am I singing?
You are now, Mike.
Yes,
are
Mike.
now.
Yes, Mike.
Just when we point to you, just
Yeah.
sing louder.
Surprise.
It's the first time I saw the snake shirt in person. That's pretty cool.
Where is that?
It's not. I've worn it.
Have you worn it?
Yeah.
It's not the first time I've seen
I
it.
wore it to the study.
Oh, right.
I saw
Get
it.
something over it.
Way to remember.
Cold outside.
Let's talk about this snake shirt more.
It's a good
Yeah, I
shirt.
see it.
That's,
What's the story with it?
So the story
There's a
is,
song.
it's a song we did for the movie Snakes on a Plane.
You got a microphone, dude?
And
As you do, yeah.
yeah, it's a song we did for Snakes on a Plane, the movie. And yeah, and we're about to remix it. And
we have remixed it, and it's going to be available on our website.
Were you stoned
Very, very
when you
soon.
made that song?
I'm sure, yeah.
See, nobody said no. Okay.
there's a distinct possibility
Yeah.
that there was some influence.
Yeah.
Follow-up question.
I was stoned. That's why I never remember the part.
You have to be stoned to watch the movie and enjoy it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is very true.
Awesome.
Would you guys perhaps consider
No.
No.
good? You don't even know what I was going to say. You thought I was going to say sing it tonight. But
Yes.
I was also going to say that. Part B to my question was, would you consider doing a Loudon Swain interpretation of Snakes on a Plane for the video?
That's a great idea. Spade could direct it.
Yeah, Spake could
Be
direct
like
it.
a
Rubber
little
snakes
movie.
falling out of the...
Yeah.
That would be pretty funny.
And
That would be great.
maybe Borhawk could stand up and say, I've had enough!
That would be pretty great.
That would be good. That would be good.
That would be pretty
Like the whole time though, we're just harassing him while he's trying to sleep on the plane, like smacking him with snakes. Like, 3 minutes of just him getting smacked in the face with a snake.
And it's the same line over and over again. It's all I say in the video.
At the end, you're like,
Motherfucking steaks.
This is a completely random story. I got randomly invited to play golf at this charity event, and Sam Jackson was also playing, and we all got picked up at the same time, and we all got on the same bus, and he sat right next to me, and the whole time I pretended like I was reading, and I was just listening, and he was talking to his buddy, and that's just him.
yeah.
Like it was, he was telling a story, and he was like, and I told that mother that he better take his mother and tell the other mother. And I was like, this is so cool.
That's awesome.
That'd be a great voice for like Waze. You know?
For what?
For Waze.
Waze.
When you're driving.
Take a mother left.
God damn it, you
Must
missed
have
the
been.
turn! Turn around, motherfucker!
We should create that app. It would sell really well.
Unfortunately, I think it's actually already been done.
Yeah, I'm sure it's.
I think I had it.
Yeah.
I actually had it. I had to turn it
Very
off as a
good.
kid.
You had it.
What else?
Next question.
Okay, yes.
Did I read your tweet correctly that you're on the Grammy committee?
Are you?
Yeah. Well, I think I'm in the academy. So there are different groups within the academy that pick the nominees or decide who gets to submit and all that kind of stuff. But once they pick the nominees, I now get to vote on who wins.
He is as well.
Cool. Awesome.
Can you guys nominate me for Grammy, please? Oh, stop it.
We can submit.
Great. That's a start.
Can you give us some spoilers?
No, the list is out. So yeah.
Yeah, I don't really follow it that much. I just saw your tweet on Twitter and I'm like, oh, that's cool.
Well, they don't tell anybody in there as who wins ahead of time, so we have to wait like everybody else.
Well, that's what's the point then?
You get a say in it.
We get to go and watch.
Get leaked
Yeah.
so quickly.
Yeah. For the sum of $600 and some.
Yeah, $250.
Is that what it is? Is it only $250?
For the nosebleeds.
I knew it was several $100s.
You paid $600.
For the good seats.
Where are
For
they?
the good seats.
In LA?
Yes, Staples Center.
When?
February 10th.
Let's go.
We're working.
Oh.
We're in Seattle, I think, or Vancouver. Or something.
Yes, yeah.
When in Seattle?
Time.
Next question.
Yes.
Yes.
The lady.
Yes.
Okay, go ahead. You're welcome. That's what it's gonna be like tonight, guys.
I already know your question, and yes, you may have one more.
Oh, I can't wait.
Doesn't need permission.
Yes, you may have one more. There are so many ways I could take that. And I'm taking them all the dirty ways.
It will never be over. Do you know that story?
Stop.
No.
I was right.
Hey, you shut up and sit down. I want to hear the story.
She doesn't know the story.
Huh?
We were on this very stage, and we
Yeah.
were singing a song that was pretty quiet, and there was a really,
Did she fart?
really quiet moment in the song, and I think Rob and I both had our eyes closed, and
But you were the one who said something.
and we heard, at some point, we heard at some point, at this really soft moment, dead silence, and then from that table right there, okay, I'll have one more.
You're exaggerating.
And then after the song, Rob and I are both like, favorite moment in this building.
A girl after my own heart.
What was your question?
Right?
It's a very good question. I agree. She is amazing.
Did you see she got pulled up at Rockwood?
Yes, that's what I mean.
Poor thing. And she didn't know that was gonna happen, did she?
I may have hinted that she should be ready,
Oh, okay.
but she didn't officially.
She was
know.
very nervous, yeah. But I mean, I was thinking back. I don't know who I was talking to it, but the very first time that I sang with Loud and Swain, you can find it on YouTube. I dare you to go find it, so you can see that my growth as a singer, as a performer with the band. My very first performance, I think, was Chicago 15. Yeah, I think it was like the fall of 2015. I sang "Stop Dragging My Heart Around." And I didn't know the words because I think Rob or Rich or somebody had just pitched it to me and I didn't really know it that well. And literally, we have these iPads up here, so they're like cheat sheets. But I stood in front of that iPad and just sang into the microphone and just kept doing this, swiping it to read the words. I didn't move. I was so terrified. So go look for that hit on YouTube. So I understand how nervous Lori was, even though Lori's very, very talented, and she is a musician. You know, yeah, I get it. It's nerve-wracking being up there for the first time. She's great.
I'm totally down. I have some stuff to do. I gotta work on Rich's album and cover album and my album and a couple other albums. But I would love to. It'd be fun.
You're gonna have your album?
Someday.
You're like so surprised. You're out?
Of course.
You sing?
Oh, you're an artist?
It's a little while.
Yeah, it's overdue, right?
Yeah. When's the last time you did an album? This?
I don't know. They would know better than me.
Soul, is it right?
When did?
No, really? That long ago? Soul?
2011, I think. Yeah.
Holy
When it came out.
It's a long time.
I mean,
Why does Steven know the answer to that?
You're different. You're
10
different.
albums.
We toured with them.
Oh, okay.
You could title for your album. Still got it.
Still here.
Yeah. They would
Still
have to have
relevant.
like a very 80s cover, you know?
Not dead yet.
Yeah. Next question. I have a question for you. Raise your hand if you just found out that Rob is not here. Just making sure.
I just found out.
Are you still
Yeah,
waiting
yeah.
for him to like come out of the bathroom or something?
I was just curious if everyone was aware of the situation. Yeah. Okay. All right. No, I mean, obviously, we all already said it. We're sad that he's not here. We're super happy for him to have the gig, and we're all very happy for him. But we miss him, and we wish he was here to sing with us because we love singing with him. But we're gonna have a good show, and we're gonna, have fun.
We're happy, Billy. We all know that.
Me too.
Me too.
No pressure.
Might be drunk.
Might be. Yeah, I was gonna say.
Not a bad start.
Yes. Thank you. That was the joke because I'm not wearing boots.
I know, you're wearing
So
shoes.
It was well played.
Yeah, thank you.
Guys,
very cool,
he
Brianna.
was in on the joke. He wasn't the butt of the joke, he was in on the joke. You feel better?
Nope.
Okay. Thank you. I figured there were rock star boots. But I am gonna change for the show. And you know what's gonna be funny is I'm gonna change in the green room with 4 boys in it. A green room that's the size of a couch. So good luck to us all.
Who was laughing? Is it you?
Billy.
It's the size of a couch.
Creepy.
It's the size
The
of a
most
couch. Not that
maniacal
you're gonna
laugh.
change in the room with us, but it is the size of a couch. We'll leave. We'll give you some space.
Thanks,
Yeah,
guys.
I mean, we'll make sure Norton is
The
not.
three-
Norton's like, I'll just close my eyes.
Norton's face just went,
What do I have to leave?
I'll turn around.
What would I do?
I I didn't know the mirror was there. Next question. Hi.
Well, in honor of the Christmas season, what is your guys' favorite Christmas movie?
Christmas movie?
Yeah.
Scrooge.
Braveheart.
Which version?
I'm gonna steal Jensen's answer.
No, Scrooge with Bill Murray.
With Bill Murray.
Yeah.
That is great.
The ending is so.
That's great.
I've never seen it.
Really funny.
I would say Die Hard.
That's good. Die Hard.
Yeah.
Die Hard's good.
Die
I
Hard.
know Jensen said that the other day.
Such a dude answer.
It's
Hey,
either,
that's
Good
my
Die
favorite
Hard.
Christmas movie. Die Hard's
Super
awesome.
Christmassy.
mine's probably tied with A Christmas Carol.
Yeah. Or
Yeah, I love
Christmas
Christmas
Story.
Carol.
Christmas Story.
Oh yeah,
Christmas
that's
Story.
good. Christmas Story is good.
With the writer, yeah.
Home Alone. Home Alone's a good
Home
one.
Alone's
And Home
good.
Alone because I just watched
Christmas
that with my
Vacation.
kids.
Yeah.
I love
That's
Christmas
probably my
Vacation.
favorite. Maybe Christmas Vacation or Elf, maybe.
Elf is
Oh, Elf is great. I love Elf.
Yeah.
Polar Express. I like Polar Express.
I've never seen it.
You've never seen Polar Express? Oh, it's
It's
great.
boring.
I always at Christmas watch the same ones. I always watch Scrooge, Christmas Vacation, Home Alone 2, Elf, Christmas
Do
Story,
yourself a favor.
Die Hard.
Polar
Watch
Express.
Polar Express.
Alright.
And the ref. The ref.
She doesn't like
So you haven't seen
movies.
The Ref?
She, oh man, she has a fucking hissy fit. She's like, no, Peppa Pig. I'm like, oh. Not into movies yet. Yeah.
Does she like when you sing no?
She kind of doesn't care. She's like she likes having my album on in the car, but every once in a while she'll be like, can we listen to Matt Cohen now?
Does she sing to your album?
What's that?
Does she sing to it?
The only song that she like loves Olive Branch.
So she'll sing it?
Yeah.
I was gonna say, that's not, I can't, I have to disagree with you on that because I watched her in the green room in Vancouver.
Oh yeah.
And Brianna was rehearsing with us, and I watched Valentina sitting there on the couch, and she was.
She was sitting on my lap. She wasn't watching me. She was watching you guys. But she loved it.
She was watching Billy.
Yeah.
I get
She
that.
did one of these. She was like,
That was,
she was, her eyes got super big, and she was like.
When she was quite young, like when she was like maybe 1.5, 2, I used to like sing Les Mis and stuff in the car, and I get these big belty moments. She'd go, "Mom, no, it's too loud." So I think she likes it, but she was raised on it, so she's like, it's like when you're raised on Cheerios, you're like, meh.
I have a question.
Oh, give it.
When she said, "Mom, no, too loud," you go, "Shut up, you love it."
Yeah. Come on. That's why she says it to me now. What? I probably just went, what? Mom is practicing. Do you want to eat tonight? Mom needs to bring home the bacon. No, she's great.
I have a question.
Okay,
I don't know if you remember, but in Charlotte when we
I don't ever forget anything.
and Hayden in Charlotte, I gave you a CD.
Yes.
Did you ever listen to that?
No.
Cool.
But it's sitting on my desk, and I look at it at least 3 times a week and go, God, I should really find a way to listen to a CD these days. Because in my office, I don't have a CD player.
Yeah, I only have a CD player in my car.
Yeah, but I know exactly where it is. It's sitting on my desk in my office, and I can't wait to listen to it.
So send him MP3s, is what he's saying.
If you have them.
Honestly, so when people are like, do you want me to send you this? Do you want me to send you stuff of my kid or, videos? I see, for future, almost everything that people send me on Twitter. If people give me things at conventions, no chance in hell I'm going to see it, look at it, listen to it. I just won't. Sometimes I don't even have room in my suitcase to bring it home. But if you put it on Twitter, I'll absolutely see it. So if you want me to hear you sing or see your kids dance recital, because I'm into that shit, man, especially if they're good. Yeah.
Not so much if
Twitter.
it's bad.
I'll
Would
still
you-
look at it if it's bad, but if it's good, I'll
Would you do
probably
that?
Do what?
Would you put it on Twitter?
If I can figure out how.
There you go. Just sing. Just sing into your phone.
It's not me.
Who is it?
Her
It's
friends.
my best friend. She's in the band.
We'll get her to sing into your phone.
Put it on SoundCloud. Put it on SoundCloud and share a link to it.
Okay.
That's
It's possible. All I'm saying is it's possible.
I will listen to the CD. I will also do that.
You won't. I'm giving you options because you won't.
I was very proud of myself that I got it all the way home to my office.
It sounds ridiculous, I recognize, but it is hard. People give us things to get them.
And I'm on the opposite end of that too. Like we got our CDs printed up, and I'm like so excited to hand it to people. I'm like, check out our new CD. I'm like, I can't play it, dude.
I know.
I have a CD player.
It's like,
Well, now I feel silly for giving you a CD for your birthday in Indy.
I love that.
Give them a CD player.
No.
Not a CD player.
CD player. There you go.
Now you're gonna have 40 CD players like stacked up.
they still make them, right?
I should have them for Christmas.
Tapes are coming back.
Yeah.
Is there any other?
What else? Yeah.
So, out of curiosity, we have kind of an ongoing debate, my friend and I. Who do you think is the better guitarist? Clapton, Hendrix, or somebody else?
Billy. Oh.
Hendrix.
Well, yeah, Hendrix, I would say, would be the most groundbreaking guitar player for the time. Even there was a period, there was when Jimmy first went to England and Clapton was like in the green room, like he didn't want to go out because he was so just blown away. And they became great friends after that. But he was just doing stuff that he like detaches from Earth. You know, he just floats and hovers above it. It's really insane to watch him.
But I think you got to throw Prince in there too, right?
Sure.
Yeah.
But I think without Hendrix, there would
don't-
not be a
yeah,
lot of
Right.
guitar players right now.
Yeah, you don't have Prince if you don't have Hendrix.
I feel like if you,
Or you'd have a different.
there's better
form.
and there's like technical form stuff. If you gave them both sheet music and said play this,
Yeah.
Clapton would play it better. But I feel like Hendrix changed the face of music. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you see him play, it's otherworldly. You know.
Yeah. And Clapton, I think, readily admits to like trying to live up to.
Yeah, and I would say probably a couple generations later, Stevie Ray Vaughan is probably the closest representation of Jimi Hendrix, just because he's another guy you just watch him. He's just like, whoa, where is he?
It's like
you
the
know?
guitar is part of him.
Yeah,
It's like
yeah.
those guys where like
Yeah.
it's literally an extension of them, and you see it.
Yeah.
You see the fire coming out of him.
Yeah.
And it's just like whoa.
What about Joe Satriani?
Yeah, he's definitely up there. But Joe Satriani is, again, influenced by Hendrix, but also very proficient in a
Technician.
way where, I'm a good friend of his old engineer, and he says when he watches him on stage, he doesn't make a mistake. So he's very methodical.
Yeah.
He's taught so many other great guitar players
Super
too.
technically savvy. Yeah.
I think we have time for a couple more questions, and then we'll take pictures if you guys want to. But she said no, so we'll take 3 questions instead.
No, I look fabulous. I need to do a picture.
Yeah. Hi, girl. Yeah.
What's the process of when you're rearranging songs, like either for covers or for splitting the scenes, when you kind of like strip down the song and build it back up and put in all of these like extra different parts to it? So like, what's the process?
Trial and error.
No, I think we just sit around in a circle. I mean, I'll answer for splitting the seams. I mean, we just sat in the green room sometimes. We just, or it was an idea that kind of came to fruition during a stage for Mama's Jam. We just sat there and we're like, how can we do this in this environment with this lineup? And it was.
We're like, let's try this beat to it instead of that, and then like
some things work better than others.
Rock Song was just us screwing around and playing piano, and then that's what it became.
It's literally like random little moments that you go like, oh, that's cool. We should, we knew we were gonna do something, so we were like, oh, we should save that for that. So, and then when we got in the studio, we also like a lot of the stuff. I would say at least half of the stuff on Splitting the Seams. When we got into the studio, we just said like, okay, that's what that was. Let's do something completely different.
Yeah.
And so,
What about you, Jason? For cover?
There's a million different ways to answer the question, and the song for me kind of determines the path. Some of the songs I just wanted to be different than the original, so I just thought of a way to do it. Maybe change the instrumentation or the key or the pacing, tempo. And then sometimes when I was matching them to a certain singer, I had an idea for how it would better match their personality or vocal range. Sometimes I messed up and it worked. so I kept it. I called it improvisation.
Improvisation.
Yeah.
There you go. Bring it back around.
She had a question.
Improvisation works every time.
Have you guys seen the new Bohemian Rhapsody movie yet? And what did you think of it?
I have not.
Loved it.
It's so good.
I've
Loved
heard
it.
it's so good. You know what's funny is that the very first reviews that came out before it was released they were so mixed. And so even though I've been excited to see the movie for months and months and months, I kind of put it on the back burner, and now I haven't had time over the last month, but I've heard it's so good.
Yeah, the Live Aid reproduction at the end. Oh my god.
It's crazy.
It's
Yeah.
amazing.
Oh my god, I can't wait.
So
I'm gonna go
good.
see it. It's gonna be my
Have
Christmas
you-
present.
I haven't yet. I know it's on my list.
I've seen it.
I haven't seen it yet. It's
Yeah.
on my list.
I loved it.
I
I loved it.
I only see movies when they get to the point in their release where they're shown on planes. So if it's not there yet, I haven't seen it.
So true.
Get an Amazon Fire Stick and unlock it, and you can get movies that are in the theaters now, so you can watch it.
Whoa.
Oh, I love it. It's not because I can't
You're talking illegal activity.
find it.
Billy's a
Because I don't have time to watch it unless I'm on a plane and there's no internet or telephone, and then I can, yeah.
I'm all over the
be
illegal stuff.
uninterrupted.
I'm all over
Counterfeit
that
life.
illegal stuff.
Yeah, buddy.
That sounds good.
Somebody check your wallets before you leave.
During photo ops.
You do realize there's an actress right here. That's how she makes her money.
Well,
I'll pay you
I
the
don't say make
$10.
money. It's a loose concept.
One more question. Last question of 2018. No pressure. Better be awesome.
Last
Go for it.
question.
Since you did Rockwood in Germany, are you thinking about bringing Rockwood, your involvement in stateside?
You're looking at it.
Well, make it annual.
I would really love to, but right now, there's kind of a Rockwood at every supernatural convention. I know that it's a different thing in its kind of essence, and I would have loved to eventually bring one to the States, but I don't think it's time yet. I know you disagree, but I'm thankful for the job that I have with Creation. I'm glad that they bring me along to the conventions and I get to be a part of it. I'm glad I get to play there. And I don't want to seem ungrateful by saying, I'm going to do my own thing. You know what I mean? Eventually, I will. When the time's right, I'd like to do it, but not yet.
So what is that thing?
What's that?
So what is that thing?
What is what thing?
The thing you're gonna do?
The thing I'm going to do?
Be like a music
The
festival.
thing that she asked about.
Ask her. Hey, Deb.
With
I mean-
shorter flights.
Sometime. Yeah.
Yeah.
Does that mean you're gonna be in 2019 circuit?
I don't know. I hope so. I think so.
A lot of people are still
We
like
can do a campaign.
working it out.
No, I they told me to keep those weekends open, so that to me seems like a good sign.
It'd be lonely, man.
Y'all want to take
Yeah.
some?
It's true.
Y'all want to take some pictures? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. What we usually do is we'll go back to that doorway right there, and then if you guys could come up in groups of what's that?
Nothing.
They're hiding their wallets.
If we could do groups of 2 or 3, because we were running a little late with sound check, so if we do individual ones, you guys will be here till 2 to 3 in the morning. So I know. But if we could do 2 or 3 at a time, that would be awesome.
Okay, so we're gonna bolt to that door.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
Don't stand up. Don't stand up.
Go.
The gauntlet. So it's, of course. He's probably trying to.